Hi guys, this is Clinton from God's Hand Studios, and today I'm so excited to welcome you to our new home studio. And the major purpose of this new home studio is for the ease and consistency of creating this content and video tutorial for you guys. Because at the start of this tutorial series, we've been going from home to home, studio to studio, place like just to find a good spot to create these videos. And one downside of working with what is not your own is that you don't have control over it. For example, all right, sir. Sir, please, we want to start recording now. Can you keep it? Okay. All right, thank you. All right, so the way I approach frame rate while shooting wedding is that for interviews, I tend to shoot everything at No, you did not distract. Yeah. It's a pleasure. Thank you so much. But now we are in our own space, so I can basically do whatever I want to do. But I'm just kidding. None of those has been the case for us. But I express my gratitude to God because He gave me the space of my desire. The idea of this design started when I stumbled upon the short video of this lady on YouTube on the 23rd of April 2024. It really caught my fancy that I stayed there from 9 o'clock in the morning to 2 o'clock in the afternoon just watching her videos because her space is so lovely, and even started sharing it with friends and family. I was doing that on purpose because I know it's a spiritual law. I knew I was indeed going to get what I desire. By watching her videos continuously for several days and weeks, I was consciously intensifying that desire in my heart. Although when I started watching her videos, I didn't really have budget for any of these. But as I continued to do that, I subconsciously started making inquiries and taking steps. And when I finally got the new home, I first started with table. I didn't have the budget for an electric standing table, and stretching myself to purchase that is going to affect the other things that needs to be purchased in the studio and the renovation of the house, so I scrapped that. But I saw this table design on Jumia and I fell in love. I wanted to make the purchase upfront, but I was advised to build it myself so I can make use of my own measurements as well as the materials. A friend of mine recommended a young, skilled furniture guy, and he designed this wonderful table for me. What I love most about this table is this shelf by the side. It's so creative for me. One of the changes we made to this table was to move the shelf from left to right to suit my own editing space. He also suggested that we add a drawer to the table, which was not in the previous design. When he was done with the design, I noticed that there was no space for cable management, which is a very important aspect in keeping your space organized. He then suggested that we pierce the table. But I'm not really a major fan of piercing because I don't want to harm this wonderful silky table. And piercing it will also mean placing extensions on the floor so you can pass cables underneath and then clutter the whole space again. So I opted out. And then suggested that he cut out a piece from the board he used in designing the top of the table and then attach it at the back of the table so I can place my extensions on top of it and then pass cables from underneath the table shelf. And it worked perfectly well in hiding all the cables and giving me an overall neat space. I also instructed him to design this table shelf, and I was precise with the partitions, giving me a more organized desk setup overall. The next very important thing I paid attention to was my chair selection. This is equally as important, if not more important, than the desk, because this is where I'm going to be sitting down for almost throughout the day. No matter how tight my budget is, I don't joke with these ergonomic chairs because they are health related. At the time of the purchase, this was the highest in the showroom, so I had to go for it. Another thing we have here is this bookshelf. Now, books are very important to me because they have played a huge role in my life, helping me become the better version of me little by little. The next thing we went ahead to design was a charge station. I felt it would be better to keep everything that does not contribute to the efficiency and the aesthetics of my deck setup out of it, which was the reason why I built this charge station for the charging of phones, power banks, light batteries, camera batteries, and any of those stuffs They will be charged here so as to keep them out of the way. And finally, we are done with the design of the furniture. The next step now is to enhance it, to make it look visually pleasing. And to kickstart this step, I had to invite one of the leading decoration artists and interior props dealers in the Southeast. Guess who we have here in the studio? The world-class, the global decor, #1, Africa. And he gave his advice and made some recommendations. And the next week, I headed out to his showroom to purchase some props. After making my purchase, I combined his advice with my knowledge of set design to arrange these props on the proper or best positions I think they should be. And after several trials, we arrived at this design. As you can see, the space is almost set. The one major thing left now is for us to add an external monitor, that's a screen for color grading, and I've been making my inquiries so far. I recently reached out to Teams Media to get his recommendations on monitor. He suggested we get a television and then calibrate it for color grading. So currently, I'm still making more inquiries to know the best screen or television to purchase for my color grading. So moving on.
So why haven't you actually bought the monitor?
Money,
my brother.
I would like to take this opportunity to extend my sincere gratitude to Don Chaik Photography, who gave me a complimentary space, allowing me to build and establish my work from the beginning up until now. I would also like to use this medium to encourage other videographers, those that are just starting out. Ensure you are doing what you need to do, and when you do, keep doing it. Bishop David said something that struck me, that you are doing something right now does not guarantee your future. What guarantees it is that you continue to do it. I remember when I started videography in 2019, not only do I not have gears and equipment, but I don't even have the money to subscribe my phone to watch some YouTube tutorials. Then, when I bought my first gear, which was a cheap Panasonic mic, one light, which is this light I'm currently using now as my backlight, and a tripod, I purchased these 3 things by saving up the whole gain I made from 3 full jobs. It is called hard-earned money. But now I have my own gear, my own car, and a mini duplex. That's my own space. It's called growth, which gives me the hope and the courage to say that a time is coming, sooner than later, that some things I'm saving up to purchase now, I won't need to save up to purchase them again. I'll just get them when they are needed. Therefore, I'm telling you that no matter the tip you've gotten for growth, the most important is to keep doing the things that makes you a valuable person. Work on yourself more than your job. This will make you more effective and increase your capacity for growth. If you stayed this long to this point, you are so much loved by me. I sincerely admire your presence here. Please like this video and subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so already, because starting today, we are going to be posting contents I'm sure you are going to love and will find very impactful. See you in the next tutorial.